Used to the city, now we got our own land. Life's getting real busy. None of it was ever planned. Got the crib looking pretty. With a garden full of plants. And we built our own committee. Yeah, from the bottom we advance. Yeah, back to our roots. Now we get back to our roots. Yeah, put on your boots. It's time to go take off your suit. Back to our roots. Yeah, now we get back to our roots. Yeah, put on your boots. It's time to farm with Cheryl Swoops right now. Yeah, right now.
Hey guys, welcome to Back to Our Roots Homestead. And we are cooking with Swoops. Today is going to be our pepper day. And the reason why it's pepper day, because we're going to be making two different types of hot sauces. One will be our Tabasco pepper sauce, which we will do second. The first one we're gonna do, because it takes a little bit longer, is going to be our cayenne slash jalapeno slash orange snacking peppers hot sauce. Before I start though, let me just say, the reason why I have these gloves on is because obviously we're dealing with peppers. We're dealing with the seeds and they're hot. And lots of times when you're in the kitchen and you're cooking just out of habit, right? We touch our face or rub your eye. And that's the last thing you want to do is get the peppers in your eyes. So make sure you're wearing gloves. If for some reason you can't wear gloves, you don't have gloves, make sure you wash your hands, scrub your hands really well in between, okay? So we're gonna start with our cayenne peppers. What I wanna show you guys is, although I am going to leave quite a few seeds in the pepper because I want it to be really spicy and hot, I'm gonna chop off the stem or like the head, right? But I want you guys to see all of, I'm gonna close that because I want them to see how many peppers are gonna come out of this. And we're gonna save these seeds so we can plant them and grow some more cayennes. But I want you guys to see all of these seeds that's just in the stem, like the head of the pepper, okay? Look at that. And imagine all the ones that are still left inside what I'm going to be making a hot sauce with. And I think there's probably one more in there, but I'm not gonna be that picky. I'm gonna leave that. But look at the seeds that I just took out of the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 9 good seeds. And I have about 25, maybe 30 cayenne peppers. So what I do is just, again, I cut the top off, the head, right? More seeds. And I'm not gonna pull all of them out. I just want you guys to see. Look at that. So if you decide you wanna make some hot sauce and you chop the head off, make sure you save it, because there's a lot of good seeds in it. And if you notice, I had already chopped some, so we gotta go back through and take all of the seeds out of these. Okay, so what I do, again, is I just chop the head off, right? I'm gonna put that to the side. And then I'm just kind of chopping up the pepper, right? There's a head, there's another cayenne. And I'm gonna just chop it up a little bit. And then I have some of our orange snacking peppers. Same thing, just kind of chop that up a little bit. And another one of our jalapeno peppers. And with these, I had already chopped the stem off, so there are no seeds that I'm gonna take out. But I'm gonna leave all of that together. And for this particular recipe, guys, I steal recipes, or borrow, I don't steal, from anybody. When my mom was alive, I have some of her recipes, some of our friends. Miss Gail, I'm coming, I need that recipe book. YouTube, I find recipes from anywhere. So this particular one is my first time trying, so I wrote down the ingredients and the steps. And although you can probably add some different things into it to give it a little twist and your own little special touch, but for the most part, for this one, I am going to stick with the recipe. All right, so that's my peppers. The next thing is I have 3 large garlic cloves. Okay, I just chopped them up a little bit because I'm going to put them into my mini processor here so I can mince it really, really fine. All right, because I'm going to mix all of that together. And then I have a medium onion. Same thing, I cut it, I chopped it. I'm going to put it in here along with the garlic, and I'm going to mince it up. I'm cheating a little bit, so I really minced that, maybe a little too much. Let me grab my spoon here. I did. So that's my garlic, onion. I'm just going to put it out here so you guys can see, okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to do is turn on my stove on high to start with. All right, I'm going to take my peppers and my garlic and onion, and we're going to just put it all in the pot right now. I can get it in there. Uh-oh. And I'm going to take the rest of my stuff. I'm going to pick these up. I need all of it. And then I'm going to put the rest of my garlic and onion in. And again, if you want to add, you know, more different peppers with it, add a little more garlic, onion, feel free. I don't think there's any right or wrong because it is going to be your hot sauce and to your taste, okay? So when I get that in, before it burns, I'm going to add 2 cups of white vinegar. Along with my onion and my garlic and my peppers. And then I'm going to leave that on high and let it simmer. And then I'll come back to this in about 10 minutes. Okay? I'm going to move this out the way. We're going to leave that and let that cook.
Supposed to bring it to a boil, right?
Yes, I'm going to bring this to a boil. You're right. But while we're waiting on that to boil, I want to start on my Tabasco pepper sauce. Okay. And this one, the Tabasco pepper sauce, guys, does not take long at all. But I'm going to do the same thing with the peppers here. I'm just going to cut the head off of it. Same thing. And I'm going to save the head so I can get the seeds out. And these are multicolored Tabasco peppers. They smell so good. And this one's real simple. So after let me just wipe this off. Cut the head off. I'm gonna just pour them out. And because I want it to be a little hotter, I'm going to just take a toothpick and just kind of go around and like poke some holes in it, maybe. Right. So you can just poke some holes in it so that the juice inside of the peppers will be in the vinegar. And it's gonna make it a little spicier or hotter. Okay, so I'd already poked holes in some of it. And with this particular sauce, this particular pepper sauce, depending on how many peppers you have, will really determine how much vinegar you use. Because the only thing you want to do is you want the vinegar to cover the peppers. So right now I just put 1 cup. I put 1 cup of white vinegar, okay? And I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and then I'm gonna take it off, let it cool just for a little bit, and then I'm going to pour it on top of my peppers. Meanwhile, I'm gonna just stir this. So while we're waiting on this vinegar to boil, I'm gonna take my bottle. And guys, babe, come here, let me just show them. We ordered, how many of these did we get?
It's 24.
Like 24. We ordered 24 of these bottles off of Amazon. Very reasonable, not expensive at all.
And that pours.
Yep. So if anyone's looking for bottles that you're needing for anything you're doing at home, Amazon has some. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna just take my peppers. These things smell so good. Okay? And I'm just gonna drop them in. Which is another reason why you wear gloves. Excuse me. Is what's, after you poke the holes in them, I don't know if you guys can see or not. You see I have some of that juice from the peppers.
It's strong too.
It is strong. And you can just go with green, you can just go with red, you can just go with orange. I like this pepper sauce. I don't eat a lot of hot sauce, but when I make greens, I cannot eat them without my pepper sauce. So I'm just gonna add them in here. Sorry, I gotta check on my... All right, so now once that, I gotta look on here. So once it comes to a boil, right, now I'm gonna lower it. It was boiling, I just turned it down. Lower it to medium. I'm gonna put it on about 4, right, for about another 5 minutes. And now once you lower it to medium, which on my stove is around 4, then you add, and this is just a teaspoon. That's when you add in your salt. And this is just a teaspoon of regular kosher salt. God, that stuff is strong. I'm gonna add the salt and just give it another stir. I may have minced my onion too much, but maybe not, because it's going to go in a blender anyway. Okay? And I'm going back to my peppers. Okay. So now that I put the salt in my cayenne pepper sauce, I'm just going to let it simmer another 5 to 10 minutes before I take it off the stove. Okay? I think I'm going to just try and put all of these peppers in here.
There's more peppers out there on the plant too if you need more.
Maybe I will just save them to make another bottle. I like this multicolored pepper sauce. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. And I'm almost ready to take that vinegar off. So like I said, I only put a cup, and if that cup is not enough, then I will just have to add some more. But I'm gonna put my little funnel in here, because I will be ready to pour my vinegar in a second. But I'm gonna grab one more measuring cup because it's easier. Excuse me. All right, so this is ready, okay? So I'm going to just pour this vinegar into this measuring cup. Man, that vinegar's strong. And actually, because I'm gonna let it cool in here, I'm gonna now just pour this vinegar into, and let's hope I don't make a mess. I'm laughing because I've never done this before. You think that's gonna be enough? My 1 cup?
Oh yeah, it'll be more than enough.
I feel like I'm in science class.
You probably could have put a few more peppers in there, but
I could have, but I really just want you guys to kind of get an idea of what this is supposed to look like, I think. And you know what, I'm gonna pour a little bit more. And then I'm gonna take that out. And do I let this cool without the top or the other pepper? I think it's the other one, right? So I can just put the top on.
I think you should let it cool. Either one. You don't want
Okay.
it too hot. Just let it
So
cool down.
I'm gonna just slide it over to the side. And guys, that's the simple recipe for the pepper sauce. But I will also say, the longer you let it cool, the thicker the sauce will be, but also the longer you let it sit, the better the taste will be. But I'm probably gonna let that sit. I'm gonna try to let it sit for about a week in the fridge before I use it. All right, just a few more minutes for this, and then I'm gonna put it in the blender. You think I can put it in this one? I should know. I'm gonna put it in the big one. I'm gonna move this out of the way. So while you guys are watching, I'm just gonna read and make sure I did everything right. At that low heat, simmer 5-10 minutes, remove from heat. Then I'm gonna blend it, and then I'm gonna strain it, and then we'll bottle it. Let me get my thing to sit it on to let it cool. And if you guys did not check out our jalapeno popper video, make sure you check that one out. We made some jalapeno poppers the other day, so we were just in a pepper mood. So if you haven't checked that one out, check that one out also. I'm gonna do cheers. I'm gonna have a sip of my wine. Maybe that's why they say not to put your nose right over it.
Need a mask?
Because it's pretty strong. If you put your nose down in it like I just did. I'm only going to do a couple more minutes and then I'm going to take it to the blender. Golly, that's strong.
Yeah. Those fumes are really strong. Tabasco peppers. I might go out and get a couple of more peppers and put in there. Just
Add them in there?
Yeah, just so the bottles.
Full.
Yeah, there's more peppers in it. And it'll be sitting for a while anyway, so.
Ooh, that's hot too.
Yeah.
My eyes are watering already.
Well, maybe we don't need any more peppers.
I don't know if it's from that or from what's on the stove.
All right.
But they're watering. All right, I'm gonna move this out the way because I'm getting ready to put that.
What's going there? Oh.
No, I'm gonna let that sit and cool for a second. All right, guys, I'm gonna take my peppers off the stove and I'm actually gonna let it sit and cool for about 10 minutes And then after it cools, we'll come back and I'll show you the next steps putting it in the blender. Okay? Alright guys, so let me just talk about the Tabasco peppers first. So what I do think we need to do is definitely add a few more peppers. That way they won't float. So if we put more peppers, it'll be full and then they won't float to the top and bottom. But, which we will do, I will probably pick some more and add it. But I did sneak and taste it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty spicy. Smells good. Like I said, I'm gonna actually sit this in the fridge. Some people suggest 2 weeks. I'm probably gonna sit it in for at least a week before I try it. But that is the Tabasco peppers, the pepper sauce. And I'll make a little label and put it on there, and in about a week I'll come back after I try it and let you guys know how it turned out, how it tasted. And if you guys can see here, we actually put our little seeds in these Ziploc bags. These are, I'll talk about the Tabasco ones. These are the Tabasco peppers. So they're in this paper towel in the Ziploc. And these are the cayenne peppers. You can still see some of them back here. So what we're gonna do is just put them probably on the windowsill and let the sun dry them out, and we'll be able to use these and plant them soon. All right, so I let my cayenne vinegar onion garlic mixture cool down a little bit. Now the next step is, and we'll see, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I know it's pretty strong at the house. We were both sneezing and wiping our eyes. So what I'm going to do is pour. I'm going to pour it in the blender. I'm taking a spoon and get all of it out. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to put the lid on. And we are going to, am I blending it?
Liquefy.
I'm liquefying. Okay, I'm going to liquefy it. And we'll see what happens, okay? Oh, look at that color. Ooh. And you know, I don't know why I did that, because I actually, when I watched the video, they specifically said not to put your nose over it like that. So, God, that's strong. Now what I am going to do, if I can take it off, is, dang, sorry about that. So, I got a strainer here, and I'm actually going to pour it in the strainer because we don't really want the seeds in it. You think I should... Did I do it enough, you think? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pour. I'm not gonna sniff that again. And then I'm gonna take my spatula and just kind of move it around to work it around. Just to get all the juice out. And I don't really want the peppers. Look at that.
Ooh, man, that's
it's
hot.
Strong. And again, the longer you let it cool, the thicker the sauce will be. So I think I got all that out, but I'll let you guys see what's left. So because we don't really want any seeds in it, I'm not gonna put any of that in there. I will tell you, it is strong. So I'm gonna put that over here and let it sit. Let me see. I don't want any seeds in that. But what I will do is, I don't know if you guys can, because of the top, but you can kind of see the color, but you'll be able to see it when I, that is strong. So I'm not really sure how many bottles this will make, but I'll find out. So now I'm gonna just pour this mixture into a measuring cup. And not really see how much I have, but since I did it, this is, let's see, how much is it? It's 2 cups, almost 2 cups. But the reason why I put it in the measuring cup is because it has a spout. Now I'm going to take it and pour it with this funnel. I'm going to pour it into my bottle. And I am going to do the same thing with this hot sauce. I'm going to let this hot sauce sit in the fridge. Oh, shoot. I knew it. I knew I was going to do that. Ooh. You want to taste?
No.
I poured too much. Okay, let's see. But you guys, now you know that this is real. It's not rehearsed. But I got 1 bottle. All right, let me take another bottle. I'm going to rinse it out.
Be careful.
Oh, that's hot. Are you showing them my mess?
No, I'm just showing the bottle. Here's your mess.
All right, I'm going to rinse this one out.
It's a lot of hot sauce.
I guess I got in a hurry and I filled the funnel up. Oh my gosh, but look at that. We're gonna see what it tastes like. So, now I know not to pour too much. I thought the funnel was going, it was taking too long. Man, this is so strong. All right, there we go. I want to taste a little bit of it, but I'm scared. But I was saying before I made such a mess, is it going in? There we go. I'm actually going to let it sit in the fridge for about a week before I try it. I think I can put a little bit more.
Just a little.
No, I'm making a mess again. Did I pour too much?
No.
Okay. All right. And then there's a little bit left. I might try that just to see what it tastes like. Let me see. Oh. It's got a little kick. So, but I will tell you this. Ooh. That's kind of spicy. But it's not as spicy as it could be. 1, because I didn't really put seeds in it. And 2, I added some of my orange snacking peppers. And they're kind of sweet. So it kind of, those peppers kind of took away a little bit of the bite from the jalapeno peppers and the cayenne peppers.
And the color.
And
the
color.
It made it not be as red as it probably would have been.
Because again, they're called orange snacking peppers for a reason. So if you will, let me just wipe this off and I'll clean my mess up in a minute. You're right, because if I wouldn't have put the orange snacking peppers, that would have been really, really, really red. so I don't get it on my clothes until I clean it up. This is my Tabasco jalapeno orange snacking peppers mix. And again, I'm gonna put this in the fridge along with my Tabasco peppers.
You mean that's cayenne?
Cayenne, excuse me. I said Tabasco?
Yes.
Sorry, cayenne, jalapeno, and orange snacking peppers. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and just let it sit and get cold for about a week. The suggestion was 2 weeks, but I'm gonna try 2 weeks, but at least a week. And after about a week, I'll come back and let you guys know how it turned out. Again, that is my pepper day with my Tabasco pepper sauce and my cayenne hot sauce. And again, if you guys haven't checked out our jalapeno poppers video, please check that one out. Nice recipe, easy, simple jalapeno poppers recipe. And an easy, simple Tabasco peppers and cayenne peppers recipe. And that's it. If you try it, hit us up in the comments. Let me know how it turned out. And if you do something different with yours, let me know that also. But please don't forget to like and subscribe. To our channel. And thank you so much for supporting us. So that's all we got for today. Until next time, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and stay blessed.
See you on the other side, guys.
Yeah, right now, yeah, yeah. Back to our roots, back to our roots, back to our roots, back to our roots.